Hello. Hi, 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 hi. Hello. How are we doing this fine evening? Hi, Lazarus. I mean, I guess, you know, everyone's quantities of Tingyuns are valid, in a sense. I, for one, think it was too many. Yeah, it's definitely too many Tingyuns. But if you think that's enough, or just right, you know, that's, your opinion. Dear Juno, as much as it pains me to say, I'm here on behalf of my esteemed clients to inform you there has been an intergalactic warrant issued on your head for slanderous. One even could say, well, the warrant is only valid if they can find me, I think. So, good luck. The intergalactic warrant. You know, have fun finding that me. Find that me. Hi. My brain is so fried right now. I worked 9 hours this morning. I'm gonna work 9 hours tomorrow, and Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday, and then 4 hours again on Sunday. I'm I'm living, surviving, but you know, I have, just to, like, clear that announcement, pretty much, like, ahead of stream, I have, unfortunately, for all of you wonderful viewers, cancelled out of the streams for the week, because I've realized just how dire the situation is, because my boss texted me and was like, hey, so, you don't go to school tomorrow, you're gonna go, actually work the entire early shift because we have no people because your coworker is on holiday. So I'm replacing my coworker 6 days this week because yesterday was vacation. Like, it was literally like the shop was closed. But now I'm working every single day. And to give myself some peace, quiet, and sanity, I'm not gonna overwork myself into a coma because my streams work with my late schedule. Like, if I have work like 12 to 6, my stream schedule works because it's 8 p.m. right now and I can sleep in tomorrow and I can stay awake pretty much, you know, as long as I want to a point. But now that I'm working early, this means I have to be awake at 4 a.m. to 4:30, like around that time, which means I need to be in bed by 10. I need to be asleep by 10, technically. So I need to be off of stream by 9:30, which means we have 1.5 hours if I want to get 6 hours of sleep. Technically, I am not allowed to stream so I can actually get some sleep in. So this is why I've decided to not stream this week because, well, I've you know, rescinded my initial schedule because I can't facilitate it, you know, so it's with a heavy heart I say I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't juggle this the way it is right now. Blasphemous title against your lady and savior, Tingyuns the flawless. You have the duration of the stream to rectify your behavior and come to terms with the inevitability of her majesty. Ooh, sorry. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna do today's stream, but again, it's gonna be very short, probably disappointing, and I'm already sorry. Because we're like 10 minutes in, and we've got like, what, fucking 80 minutes left of what I can do. I need to actually put my alarm up for tomorrow because I will forget. 4:15, and then for this evening, 21:30, because otherwise I'll forget that I also need to go to bed. Anyway, I hope you're doing well apart from the terrible workload because it's been a rough week for me, so it's Tuesday, sweetie. What happened? Are you okay? Are you alive? So I'm glad I could catch you for a bit. Yeah, sorry for, you know, for just completely disappearing again, but like, I can't facilitate it, and sometimes me taking breaks means that the waves of content that I bring into this world have to cease for a little bit because, you know, taking care of myself is also a little bit important, at least, tiny bit. So, though it pains my heart, it does. That is sometimes just necessary. I don't know. But, you know, I'll be probably back next week, but I also will be missing for 2 days because I'm going on a concert and actually meeting Vita, you know, IRL. But, you know, yeah, it's a lot. It's happening. It's happening. I'll try to be back. I'm not gonna be gone forever. It's just like this week and possibly the next a little bit. It's gonna be a little, you know how it is. Okay. Let's go over here. We're just in the party car. And we do have this. So let's see how, you know, how far we can get with this anomaly of Tingyuns. So, yes, continue challenge. Let's go. We're getting there. We're doing things. But yeah, I hope you shall forgive me for my errors. Okay. A Tingyun that's easy to communicate with. You? You? Tingyun, question mark?
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
No.
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Tingyun are you again?
The 76th.
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Tingyun to come together to form the Tingyun Merchant Guild.
Okay.
How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper.
Watching the stream of forgetting everything else. Woo! I'm alive, but I won't go into any more detail in order not to make the short time you have to stream into a trauma dump. That's fair. I'll manage, hopefully with the help of watching the stream and forgetting everything else. I see. That's fair. If you want to go vent, we have a little vent channel if you want to, just to get it all out, unless you have some other support systems that may hear you out, and knowing more about your situation. But don't, feel free to reach out in that way. We'll hold you gently and give you cookies.
I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
And I want to clone copies of myself too. Ha! Mr. Yun's got a sense of humor these days. I want to clone myself too, yeah.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
That's a great question, actually. We'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Possibly. He's so small compared to Mr. Yang. That's so cute.
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
There's a lot of survivors.
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Oh yeah, right. She did die.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Yep.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Tingyuns here.
Sure. Visionary foodie? Okay.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it.
Okay.
She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon.
Nope.
We won't be able to get a word in.
Luckily, this part of the story is quite short, so you should be able to get through the limited time you have. You won't have to suffer the overabundance of Tingyuns for very long. Well...
So, what do you think, Sunny?
Sunny is a cute fucking nickname. Eh.
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Sunny.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
Sunny.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
No, I think he made it simpler.
At any rate, This is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it.
Yay.
The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
Let's go. Which one? Which one? Which one will it be? Why you two? You're doing great. Did I really make this doll? Well. Trash can. You three. Money grubber? Sleepwalking? Oh, you're just going at it. Alright. Municipal fan wielder. Kitty. Okay. Alright, we're already almost out of the range. Is there one up here? There's two. Oh, hello. You. This item can appear into dreams. Yeah, no shit. Okay, you. No. Alright. Welcome. Alright, Sleepwalker and Invincible Fan Wielder. Hi.
Ugh, yikes. She's scary. No, I won't be able to talk to her.
Sure thing. Sleepwalking?
I'm walking in the street and what a weird dream.
Ugh, this Miss Tingyun looks like she's sleepwalking. Nope, not her.
Fair point. Kitty.
Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky. I'll take you next time. Pinky promise?
Cutie.
Should we get someone to watch over her?
Probably.
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply to her.
Well. Alright, sleepwalking.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Yes. Hi, you.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Yes.
Found her. If I remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is...
It's nothing special, really.
Somewhat normal Tingyun. There she is.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Sure.
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage...
Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration. Disintegration. Know that there are 4 pairs of eyes between the 3 of us. Okay. Sunday is that's so real. Remember, we're in the most formidable people in all Pentagon. There are 4 pairs of eyes between the 3 of us. That is, very funny to me.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. 1 week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
Then why the fuck is he not playable, huh?
That is true.
Huh? Make him playable. Make 1 week... 1 week. Playable. Make him.
If you still
Go on.
have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
Restrain him. Oh, I mean, don't you restrain yourself when you do your ult with the fucking thorns, you Jesus allegory?
There's no need for that. You're acting so... sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Damn.
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
Everybody's just fighting while she's just like, hey, so like, do I get to choose?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
I see.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best 1 week.
1 week. Woo. Hi. Ooh, magic. Oh, you didn't like that, did you? Hi, hon. What's up?
Huh?
Ooh. What happened? Oh yeah, right, because she got, like, hijacked a little bit. What the fuck?
Did any of you hear a voice just now?
No.
A voice?
No. We're not in her head. Why would we hear a voice?
Never mind.
Look, it's working.
Is it? Are you sure?
Huh? Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
There she is. Foog!
Tingyun, you're finally back.
Foog! Oh, whoa, my bad. No, stop pressing that.
You may be small, but you're pretty amazing.
Well, blush.
Huh? Well, what's wrong?
Oh no, he's dying. Woof. Hi, Foog.
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
They look different.
What do you sense?
Someone different.
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Ooh, are you okay? I don't think he's okay. Darkness descends before the eyes, reminiscent of chaos before the birth of the universe. Amidst the chaos
Don't
of
be
voice.
afraid.
Great. Hi.
What is this place?
That's a great question. I don't know.
No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Spooky. Okay. Oh, she's so pretty.
Who are you?
Your mom.
And who am I?
Daughter by that sentiment? She's pretty.
Is that where I came from?
Yeah, you kind of just blinked into existence.
And where does this path lead?
Too many questions. Yeah, well. Foog. Okay. Foog. There's no Foog. Hello.
That looks so familiar.
It's me.
Does she want to lead me somewhere?
Yes. Well, that's Tingyun. We're Foog. Where the fuck is Foog? Ah, moon cocoon. Fascinating. Okay. Right there, guys.
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
Minor issues.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
Tingyun character show part. Sorry, I'm still salty they ditched the dedicated companion mission for their short appearance in the main story. Yeah, that is fair. I haven't really done most of the character quests so far. But I feel you. I feel you. That must suck.
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
You're a ghost. Anything I can break? Isn't Fugue still on the banner currently? Yeah, she is. I'm still like considering it, but like I'm currently like saving for an Axa, so I don't know.
This girl is...
well, special. Observation log day 6. Though extremely rare, the observed subject has started to provide short answers for some simple questions, even though her cognition is still in a chaotic state. From what has been observed so far, she's not incapable of composing long and complex sentences. However, an unbearably intense pain would immediately attack her with high frequency, enough to interrupt her thoughts or even render her temporarily unconscious. The relevant information should be delivered to Madame Ruan-Mei for her to decide whether she observed subject's senses should be temporarily numbed before conducting a questioning. Correction. We have temporarily blocked the subject's various senses and are trying as much as we can to alleviate their pain. No further questioning will be made until the body's repair has made some progress. Until then, this is a record of questions that the observed subject has already answered. Number 1. What is your name? The subject replied within 3 seconds. Tingyun. Number 2. What did you encounter? The observed subject spent a substantial period of time in rumination before suffering from intense pain and losing their consciousness. After being questioned 4 times, it can be confirmed that the observed subject knows about the related details but struggles to elucidate that knowledge during the limited periods of coherence. Fair point.
Tingyun. What a familiar name. Do I know her?
Well...
don't question it. Keep moving forward.
okay, Captain.
It's you again.
We're talking. Yeah. Hi.
These are...
oh, hello.
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
An Axa will be a decent husband. If you're adamant to skip casters, I wouldn't. She's bonkers broken. A passive put aside. I have Casteress. I have her. She's on the team right now. Do you not see? She's on the team.
Destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
Yes.
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway.
Alright.
Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
Alright.
Scars?
Hi.
Wait!
We're fighting anyway. Oh damn, my perception is clouded with hard alcohol.
Is this called...
oh, she's not on the team right now.
Don't worry.
What team is this?
As I said before, you're not alone.
Who made this team happen? What happened? Castress was on my team. What happened in the meantime? No fucking clue.
Existence is unity.
Forever doomed.
Give it a moment.
Dreams do come true. Let the show begin.
Did they make a team for me?
All will be swept away by the wind.
I don't know. I don't know what happened, but like your perception is fine. My perception is off because I just expected the team to be the same. It wasn't.
Let's improvise.
Cutie.
Forever doomed.
It's like, no! Stay down, horsey.
Things up. My friends? Indulge yourselves!
The minimal amount of damage she just did is so cute. Bye.
Let the show begin.
eternal.
Burn it all! That confidence.
Let's improvise.
What? Such
All
tiny
will be
baby
swept
damage.
away by the wind.
Forever doomed!
Okay, cool. Alright.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them?
Cunty. Well, they will just keep getting up. You need to
The ones
coexist.
from before weren't defeated either.
Nope.
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can.
Well,
You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction.
as much as I chilled Chang in the beginning though, and at E0 S0 she's barely an upgrade for HMSC. Well, fair point.
Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Hello.
Return to the world? What are you saying?
Otherwise be damned, I have enough trouble driving without your interventions. Valid. Oh, hello. It's you.
Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Possibly.
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
But slaying in a new outfit though.
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with.
Fair point.
You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
Yeah, you're a scientist. You're pleased with pretty much any result. Let's go.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Yeah.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path.
Woo!
And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
Hi.
Feeling more awake?
Look at them go. They're so cute. Meep.
Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
Am I the only one who suffers from a sudden desire to fund a fox sanctuary now? I mean, I would be in on that.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived.
She didn't.
But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens, I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Aww. There's just tears everywhere. Fox Inn.
Why me?
I mean, I get you. I know why. I know why. Just the motivation just to go from a Foxian to like, yes, Fox Sanctuary is, you know, a jump.
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail.
Oh yeah, she's 9 tails now.
You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
Yay.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Lucha? Was Lucha the one who was like, hey, can you get Tingyun back to life, please? Thank you.
Who?
Don't worry about it.
Lucha.
You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Sure. At this point, past events revealed by the Juno recede to the darkness once more. Alright, can I finally show off Castress?
Are you alright?
That's the guy. Yeah, I was like wondering, Merchant, oh my fucking god, it's Coffin Guy.
Did I pass out?
I have him too now. Only for a little while.
Tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead.
Oh, jeez.
This is no ordinary woman.
Sure ain't.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore.
Well, you knew?
Miss Tingyun is originally from the Tingyuns.
We do know.
She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved.
A genius.
She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival.
Woo.
After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's alright. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
Same. He's got this pretty fingers in more than one shady business at this point. Can't wait for the continuation of his story with Jingyu. But at this point, it's at least a year away. Sad. Yeah.
That's fine.
It's all
We should
so
find
far
another
away.
place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
Yeah. Shortly after. It's just always such a always like from story to story to story, like
So
with
glad
no
again.
fucking breaks.
I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Thanks.
But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Ooh.
Okay. We better hurry then.
Let's go. Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Jumping into college.
Finally, I can show her, but like she's here.
Cocoon.
She's here. I've got her already, and kind of built. We're still working on her a little bit. You know, she's going. She's going. It's not like the best. I have her on like the only remembrance card that I have. Because like all of the like I have two, and I got them from pulling on her banner. So you know, maybe there will be more at some point. You know. She's a cutie though, like, you know. I've got her. I was considering Fugue for my Boot Hill team, but like at the end of the day I'm not doing great damage anyway, so like, you know, I'm not doing this for the big numbers, I'm doing this for the pretty people, so Anaxa, you know, and dragons. Yeah. You know. Because she's so OP. That's why I checked the status effect earlier as well. Because this thing has had so many people up in a tizzy about like the moon cocoon thing. But you know, and we also have the messenger. Because I got him from the store. From the... Where the fuck this is. Not you. This, yeah, got him from there. Also, interesting that there's gonna be more. And, yeah, that's, like, pretty much all of the ones I'm gonna be able to get forever and ever, so, you know. I do have a few, so let's just get that. I mean, like, I'm, like... very low-key. I'm like, okay, I could like go and see if in the like next 20 pulls or something I could get Fugue, but if I don't, or if I miss my 50-50, I can just use it on Alexa. But like, I don't know, because I can just wait. It's like literally just a few days away until how many days? Like what? Yeah, like a week. And then, you know. But also, like, we could get played on a 50-50 loss. You know? Like, I've just got the 45. That's the only issue. It's like, I don't have that many. Yeah, for Boot Hill Fugue makes more sense than when I got her for Firefly, but still, Caster's is not even funny how broken she is. Yeah! I just need to build her well, because like currently like I'm not doing so hot with her build. Like she's not doing the best. I should
Where are you,
get there.
Planning to go next?
Could you give me some time to think about it?
Fair. Alright. You.
Shall we keep going then?
Sure. Where are we going?
Did you forget already?
Yes.
Miss Tingyun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
I already picked up a few gifts earlier, so that means there's only 3 more left to go. but we've already lost a lot of time. So we'd better not drag our feet.
Alright. Look at my build. Builder like that, you're golden. Alright, I shall. Where the fuck are we going? Where am I going? What am I doing? This is not where we should be going. What, huh? What the fuck was I doing? Where was I going? What's happening? Hello. Bye. Shop assistant.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Well, you could.
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My two friends here are more familiar with the Dreamscape and...
Did you pick that because of her third eye?
A meticulously thought out and interesting suggestion. It'll make for a novel gift. Let's go with that.
Sure.
Next is General Jingyuan.
He gets a pillow. Some Petticone shares, Dreamjoy memoir, film reel. Send him to Vision of Elite Fighters. Dreamjoy memoir, film reel, maybe.
Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. I think the General will like this gift. Yay. Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy Commission. She loves excitement.
Hamster ball night hair clip. A Lovian wings accessory.
Both wings and horns? That's a little much, don't you think?
So glad syrup.
That's a good idea. It might be commonplace, but it's still the specialty of Penacony. It would make for an ideal gift to bring home. That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Yay.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere. But Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
A souvenir for myself? That's definitely an idea I can get behind.
Interesting.
But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private? Perhaps somewhere more secluded. I'd like to discuss a personal matter.
Okay. Let's go. It's secluded space-time.
This is a good spot.
Alright. Yes?
Miss Tingyun, what's this about?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough.
Yeah?
But there are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways.
Okay.
Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? She was so shocked. She was frozen in place when she shouted.
Spreckle, how? Tingyun, how?
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling in the days since I started traveling with you.
Because how? Yeah.
When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Ventilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah?
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that. That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it. That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never actually saw how Phantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you recall?
Hi, Iko. A bit mysterious. Yeah.
That's just the nature of the Foxians. It's widely known that mystery is the key to our allure.
Fair.
So, what did she seem like to you?
A shrewd merchant, a potential emanator of a shrewd merchant.
I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued.
The only other one would have been like, I thought through you the entire time, which is also wrong.
Was there anything particularly memorable?
High IQ, extremely flexible. Words haven't said you were bossy.
Hey, no tattling!
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
That's not important.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
Well, it's more, I think, about our experience with the Tingyun.
Oh, Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well-informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before I return.
Fair.
If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case...
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself. I regret missing out on your Sanjo journey. But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider another possibility. Phantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of.
Okay.
I must take something back from her as well.
Well, that's an idea.
But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you.
That's so cute.
That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly.
Yay!
We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Phantilia made me act like somebody else. And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement.
Aww.
Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
Cutie. You're welcome. Yeah.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Aww.
Miss Tingyun, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm her.
We'll see. I just hope the Tingyun in your memories won't be tainted by Phantilia anymore. Alright, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way.
Woo! Alright. Okay.
A dream about eons?
Let's go.
Welcome to the Dreamscape Sandstorm. Dr. Edward at your service.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Captivating, huh?
Just a friendly reminder. Being too picky won't help you find the best dreams. Just dampen your spirits ahead of time.
Okay.
That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfectly.
She will go ham on the destruction now, just as Luocha planned, like a sleeper agent.
The story unfolds in the Shinjo Alliance, where a young sword master strives to become the sword champion. However, his junior Foxian Sora, who just turned 100, puts him in a tough spot.
Auctions are but fucking is it fucking Yanqing and what's her face? The old lady. The old Foxen lady. The turquoise one.
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
I love customers like you. So easy to work.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean?
Immediately walls up.
Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors. After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you. I hope you enjoy it.
Wow.
Thanks.
That's really nice of you.
Why do you sound surprised?
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared for you. Thank you for your business.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
Yes. Let's go. Dream bubble, dream bubble. Where are we going? Where are we going? Aha. Radiant Feld Spa. The Feld Spa. I'm gonna get our head massaged.
I can't believe it's time for Miss Tingyun to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet.
Well, too damn bad. Oh, she's so pretty. Himiko! Oh yeah, right, she can't talk. You're back!
Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived yet?
Yes, we've been chatting for a while. Turns out she's an old acquaintance of yours. Is she? Ah, the other one!
Long time no see, everyone.
Yukong! Hello! It's not this turquoise one that I was thinking of. Squint, 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 squint.
Madame Yukong?
Oh my god, you remember?
I've imagined this moment many times.
Oh.
I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand.
Oh.
But now it seems it was unnecessary. Tingyun, I'm here to take you home.
Cuties. Aww. You two must have a lot to catch up on after being apart for so long. We'll give you some space. The Foxians. Cutie pies. You called her and she's... Here she is. Just hope she did not hear you call her old. No, I meant the
wonderful surprise.
other one. The one that is actually like old. Like she's just mom. She's not old. I didn't mean her. I swear.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
Cute.
You're still the same, carefree as always. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Luofu. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing? Do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron Mei, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me? It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron Mei visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise. If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
So tired.
Is that...
Oh! Hi!
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories.
Just gonna go rogue and kick Nanook in the daddy bags. Well.
And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her?
Yeah.
What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me.
Flying?
As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse. Madame Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child, that was her first experience with the sky.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
She's so cute.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
Oh.
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Cutie pies.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
Baby. Yeah.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the view, but by a realization. In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the Starskiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
Did you do the Yukon companion mission? Dude, it's been like a year. I have no idea. I'm gonna check in a second, but like, there's the likelihood of me remembering that is sub-zero. I have no idea. I've done something Yukon related, but like if it's Yukon and Weld, like that story, I don't know if I did. Like, I have absolutely no clue. I will check though.
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
Yeah.
My principles.
Your principles.
Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue to uphold my principles. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
Well, what's a way to compare that?
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Well,
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But
yeah, that was Runmei, for sure. We know this.
Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Well.
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox.
I have a list.
Caught up in this war.
I have a list of all of the quests and who is involved in them. I already read the, before I've touched this guy. I just need to check if because like I've definitely done Frosty Blade's Trial, which is Yanqing, The Dragon Returns Home, which is Danheng and Bailu, and Cloud's Leave No Trace, Jingyu Blade, Jingyuan, and Danheng. But like I don't know if I did the before I've touched this guy quest, so I'll check as soon as this will let me out of the cutscene, because it will probably never.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong.
I'm just going on, and I just want to really go to bed.
Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game.
Woo!
Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless.
Well, you thinking very high and mighty of yourself, huh?
So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust, and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
Aww, cutie pie. A moment of silence lingers after that. Departure is often indistinguishable from parting, yet they are fortunate to do... not to waver between the two. But luck never seems to favor everyone. Okay, cool. Meanwhile, at Dream's Edge, please?
Is this place also affected by the Order?
Leave me alone! Why do we have to go from dialogue to dialogue to dialogue to dialogue? Will you ever let me go? I want to go to bed.
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables, so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
How did you know she would be here?
They're siblings. No worries, but if you did not do it, trust after you get a good sleep, though. Yeah, I should.
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change, too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
Thank you.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell. I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
As you wish.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step.
Thank you. Leaving. Good night. Goodbye. Fuck off. Okay, I'm gonna check, because I'm pretty sure I didn't. You already know me, nice stranger. Wait. So, wait. No, yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah, I haven't done it yet. I shall, but like, look at all of these quests. Look at all of this shit that I haven't done yet. I've just been neglecting it all. I have too many shits that I want to do. You know, it's a pain. Always, all the time. I'm a little tempted, I must say. But not tempted enough. Woo! Okay, it's bedtime now. It's bedtime for Juno. Because Juno needs to go to bed in half an hour. Existence is pain. I hate everything. But, you know, I gotta cling to my sanity somehow, and sometimes that just means, you know, going to bed early. Neglecting my free time. And doing all that. Yay! Again, my good buddy Evan is going to be streaming, and I think he is already live. So if you want to check out someone else cool who is doing some art right now, wait, copy, and we paste. You can go check over here in the chat on the link. So if you want to check out my buddy, he's doing some art streams of his favorite drinks and drawing them right now. So like, if you want to check that out and want to be in a cool, fun community, that's where you can go. But you know, in the meantime, I'm gonna go to bed, and you can check out his streams all through the week, because with the only exception of Thursday, he's streaming every single day. So you won't be missing out on any content if you go over there, subscribe to him. And, you know, well, I mean, follow him on Twitch, because subscribe means, you know, payment. And I don't think he's partnered just yet, but, like, you know, follow him, go there, watch his streams. He's really fun. He's one of my besties. So if you want to, you know, support him, watch him, hang out with him, there he is. Being an adult sucks. I can relate. Yeah. Being an adult with way too many fucking hobbies is, that sucks too. So, you know, either way, I'm gonna go now. I'll be back next Monday. I'll be in the Discord vaguely, but I'm also just gonna be absorbed just in the void. So, you know, yeah. Either way, love you guys. I'm gonna go now before I go insane. Yeah.